Peace. Gord here. This one's a user request. I won't say the user, uh, but it's all about advice. It's all about giving and taking of advice and what we should and should not do. The actual request was, why try and help someone so sure of themselves? Let's make a video on that. That'd be a great video idea. Well, and basically what it is from one of my previous videos, where I mentioned that I can't medicate while my son isn't here, one of my followers raised, why not try a mix of Tylenol and codeine? Now that, I believe we call those T3s, Tylenol 3s, and they're not over the counter here in Canada. They are, you have to get a prescription, and I could. But I mean, I appreciated the advice. I did. And I responded. That 17 replies, yeah. But I responded, no ine for me, no codeine, no Tylenol, no nicotine. I appreciate it. I stick with what works for me. It was just an appreciation. Thanks for the advice. I'm not going to take it, but I appreciate it. From there, it spun into first of all, well, and this is where I want to try to smooth the waters without causing new ripples, is I tried to say, in fact, all I said was, no ine for me, codeine, nicotine, nothing, but I do appreciate it. I have to stick with what works for me. That's all I said. From that person said, wow, I can't believe how foolish you are that you think cannabis is going to cover all your concerns. You have to open up your mind. And really got offended. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it not specifically to you, but all of you. Don't take offense by my words. I'm going to back up a bit and tell you a little bit about myself, totally off this subject. If you know about MBTI, or Myers-Briggs Personality Assessments, if you don't know about them, look them up. MBTI, do a search. You can test yourself online now. This has been around for 15 years, 20 years. I've been tested 3 times professionally at work. One was 5 years apart, and then 3 years. Every single time it came up the same way. It doesn't matter how you run the test, and it doesn't matter if you try to cheat the test. It tells you your personality type, and it has broken personality types into 16 different types. The type I am is only 4% of the world. INTJ. We are often the leaders, and yes, we are close to psychopathy and things like that. We are considered to be highly intelligent but not very social. That's the I, introvert, INTJ. I, on the other hand, my I, introvert to extrovert, E, I was on the cusp. I'm an extroverted introvert. Really wonderful, wonderful program that helps you not only understand your own personality, but how you deal with other people to your own fault sometimes. And I know this is to my own fault. I am not emotionally driven by people to whom I'm only associated with. Even friends, I'm a hugger. I love to hug, but real deep emotion is for very specific times. 99% of the time, I'm like a robot. It's the best way to explain it. Is it's not that I don't think emotionally, it's that I am very careful of choosing my words and very careful of how they go down. I'm a person with a speech impediment ever since I was a kid. I'm very careful with my words because otherwise I trip on them. But this went on forever as to you aren't even willing to try it. And hey, I know a lot about codeine and it's beautiful. And okay, first of all, let's get to the basis. This person liked codeine and liked Tylenol. They find them as valuable medicines. I disagree. Just because I disagree, I may not be right. They may be valuable medicines, and they may be valuable to some people and invaluable to others. Not valuable, invaluable. They mean different. Um, that's a choice that I make, my choice. Your advice, but my choice to take it or not. And so finally, I had to say, look, all seriousness aside, in 2003, June 5th, 2003, I was told I had 6 months to live. My liver had given up. I I beat that. I beat that. To beat a death sentence, you're rather touchy about your health from that point on, especially since my liver was damaged, badly damaged. I turned it around, but that is seldom possible. So I don't want to damage it again. I barely ever take Tylenol, and codeine also hurts the liver. So I basically just said, look, come on, please. I'm not going to take it. It's a weekend with a headache. I still have it today. I will live through it. I was in bed all day yesterday. That's part of the decisions to go with only natural medication. Tylenol is not natural. Codeine is not natural anymore. Yes, it comes from a plant, but it has been chemically altered and it hurts the body. Yes, I can't take my medicine right now to solve my issues. I have to solve that. I have to change that. And that will change. I actually have a interview on Sunday with Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Things are going to change, but it's going to take some time. And I'm really going to need some help and some love and some understanding. And really, my friends, you follow me. I love advice. I love advice. Some of it I take, some of it I put in my pocket, some of it I throw away. When you give advice, you cannot expect it to be taken. We are not the same. Advice is wonderful. Advice pushing is too far. If somebody says, thanks for the advice, but no thanks, we both should just keep smiling and move on, not create a big stink over who's right and who's wrong, because I don't care. And the final, oh boy, my pain today. The final thing I want to say about feelings. I laugh at that because I don't. Yeah, look who came. PJ Milk Lollipops. I don't care about people's offense. I don't. I speak my mind. I speak it how I want and when I want. I research everything I say. That doesn't mean I won't be wrong sometimes. And I say what I want to say. Whether what I say bothers you or not is not of import to me. You're of import to me, but your feelings, no. You control your feelings. I can't. I can't sit here. I know some of my followers. I know when I'm typing one thing, oh, Karen might not like that, and Real News might not like that, and the chief, oh, he'll get upset at this one. I know which followers have those emotional buttons, but I can't not push them because that isn't fair to the rest of you that like my off the hip way of being. This is who I am. I will not take Tylenol unless I just won't take it. I don't have it in the house anymore. I will not take Advil. I will not take those painkillers. First of all, Tylenol is not a painkiller. Tylenol is a pain blocker. People have to understand that. Tylenol affects the uptake inhibitors in the brain and blocks the sensation of pain. You still feel the pain. Advil at least is an anti-inflammatory and is bad for the kidney, but can do more because it actually brings down swelling. Kitty, I know you want food. It actually brings down swelling. So it does a little better, but it's still not something I want. I would rather never ever have medicine at all. I would like to be a recreational pot user that gets high maybe on a Friday night or maybe Friday and Saturday, and maybe one toke every night before bed, and that would be about it. But wow, have I found it to be different than that. Doesn't matter. The point, circling around to the point. The point is, I don't do anything to hurt any of your feelings. And on the same hand, I don't do anything to protect them. That's not my place. We have a society right now that is way too explosive on, oh my God, my feels. Facts don't care about feels. Facts don't take offense or give offense. Facts are facts. I deal my life on logical assumptions and facts. There's enough emotion around me being attacked from an ex-wife and money and all that stuff that I don't need that kind of emotionality in my channel. Our channel. This is our channel. This is where we spread the news about this wonderful medicine, where we work together on finding better ways to solve our solutions. And yes, keep the advice coming, but understand that it may or may not be taken with a grain of salt. It's just life. So peace and cheers. And seriously, I love you all. I am a very, very calm man. I don't put people down for giving me advice, but you asked for the video. I gave the video. This is my feels. Thanks.